March Madness started right off the freaking bat. Did you watch today? So Furman is losing the whole game, and I think they're down by a point. What are they down? 60? Shit. Whatever. They're down by a point. And the senior point guard, I want to get his name right, Kihei Clark. So Kihei Clark is a senior. He's played 160 games at UVA, and he was caught in the corner. He could have held on the ball. They would have fouled him. Instead, he threw it up in the air. A Furman guy caught it midcourt. He threw it over to J.P. Pegues, who hits a three-pointer, and then with like 3 seconds left, they get out, or maybe like 2 seconds left, they go down UVA. They try to shoot a three-pointer that rolls out. I mean, it hit off the backboard hard. 13 beats Ford. Bennett, 5 years ago to the day, lost to University of Maryland, Baltimore County, 16 beating one for the first time ever. And afterwards, Kenny Smith talked about back in high school that somebody did the same thing. They threw the ball up, a guy caught it, hit the game-winning shot, and he never, ever, he said college, that stuck in his mind, never did it college, never did it pro. Barkley said he did it like 6 times, and if you throw it up in the air, you want to throw it as high as you possibly can in the air, because, you know, you think, that's what Kenny Smith said, you think the clock is running, but it really isn't. In your head, 1,000, 2 1,000 isn't the same as the clock. And, you know, for a guy who played 160 games, you have a veteran team out there, a veteran guy holding the ball, you know, and it seems like some guy put, Mike Vorkanich put that the Cavaliers are the Sbarro of basketball. I said, what about Long John Silver's, Arthur Treacher's? Like, you know, they're like, you know, they win a national championship and then every other year, and I'm in 2 pools. Hal has one that's just, you know, straight up for bragging rights, but I'm in one that Lanker gave me, and I did it with Michigan, and Michigan goes, I'll take like UVA, and I didn't. Furman had talked about this was their best team ever. This is the first time they're in the tourney since 1980, first win since 74, and I was like, okay, and I really think we picked shitty one. I have Houston, I think, in one. I think the one I picked, I was going to go, but I don't even remember. I'll be honest with you. I feel like it's all over the place that, you know, anybody can win. I mean, look, you already have a 4 out. 13 already beat a 4. And everybody says, you know, Michigan always, you got to take a 12. You got to take the 12. And now Charleston, College of Charleston is playing against, they're the 12. They're playing a 5 seed. And Furman's awaiting the winner of that. I mean, we've had 13-12s in going into the Sweet 16. It could happen again this year. Lanker goes, my Sweet 16, there's one of my Sweet 16s already over. I probably picked them 2 to go with Michigan, but I was not. I was like, God damn it. Why did we pick them? Why? And yeah, and then Edwin Diaz celebrating. Puerto Rico beat DR yesterday, jumping around. I kept watching. Well, he tore the patellar tendon in his knee right near. He's done for the year. Done. This is a guy who had 32 saves last year. He had 118 strikeouts, 18 base on balls. I mean, that's going to hurt them. I mean, he was like a strikeout a couple strikeouts an inning. I mean, he only threw 62 innings. He had 118 strikeouts. Now, Bumble sent me this today saying that who's it from? Harper, who worked for SNY, sent me this today that Mets will be in attendance for Zach Britton's simulated game today. 35 years old. He was the Yankee last year. Pitched 2/3 of it in 13.50 ERA. He is 35, as I said, and late inning guy they could use him as. And Buck Showalter loves him. Epler this year took some shots on high ceiling, often injured relievers. They have Stephen Riding, who is a 100-mile-per-hour thrower. These, you know, they're going to need guys to step up. It's Ottavino, Robertson, the former Yankee. Jay thinks that maybe McGill might go into the bullpen. But, you know, Stephen Cohen, the owner, hey, this is what he said. You know, he said about it, he said, great human being, fierce competitor. We're shaken, but still in the quest, you know, for a great season, speedy recovery. That's the thing, too. They still have a very good team. Everybody's like, oh, my God. You know what? You got to replace a guy, and other guys step up. You still have the pitching. Verlander, they said, is pitching fantastic this year. They still need some hitting, but the season isn't lost. But everybody's going on.